degree. I invest in my personal development. I could do this. Yeah, this is where a psychic, counsellor can come in, and if the effect that they will have on you will be inspiration, energy. You'll find the energy to action. Whatever it is that's going to be necessary for you to do that.
It is very interesting. Maybe we can touch on that throughout the show, John. Listen, I'm going to log on.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to log on. I'm going to log this phone on so that you can obtain 5 minutes totally for free with this man here, Mr. John Healey. Now, there's the number on your screen. 0808 131 0882. John, do you want to just remind our wonderful viewers how you work? As I said, it's a fascinating thing, mediumship.
Yeah, we could be here all night. We could be here
let's
all
just
night.
tone it down for a couple of minutes, John.
Yeah. You're going to log on.
I'm going to log on for you, John, yeah.
Yes, mainly what I'm going to be doing over the course of the next couple of hours is being aware, and I'm already aware of individuals, the surviving awareness and presence of men and women, including one child actually, who are aware that people are watching where there is a relationship.
Interesting.
Can I?
Go for it.
Can I? Someone is watching right now, for example. I'm just going to talk about 3 links that I've had with me for the last half an hour. There's a woman watching right now. You are aware of a military male on your father's side of the family. He did not come back from the Second World War, and there is a question mark.
Let me answer that, John. Hello.
Let me just carry on with this. There's a question mark.
Hello. This is Nick.
About whether he's buried in one of the war memorial graves, probably around.
Sorry, John. I've got somebody on the line for you.
Okay.
So your name's Jay. Jay, I'm going to put you through live right now. Is that okay? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, folks, joined by Jay. Jay, how are you doing? You right?
Not too bad for you.
Very well, thank you, Jay. Very well. Jay, can I ask, what part of the country are you calling from?
From London.
From London. Very nice. Okay. Well, listen, thanks for your call. I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Mr. John Healey.
Jay.
Yeah, hello.
Hello there. Hello there. Can I just say, we've obviously got links overseas as well, haven't we?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, family.
Do you mean by like a family?
Yeah, I mean family, because I just said family. We've got familial or family links overseas, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, but we've got them in 2 different countries, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Because when Nick was connecting me to you, when Nick was facilitating this and setting this up, I got family links coming from your maternal line. I got family links coming from your paternal line, not immediate. Family links. So I don't feel for a moment that I would be very surprised if either mum or dad were in the had passed. I don't think they have they?
No, they haven't.
No, they haven't, because it just doesn't feel that way. And yet it seems to me as I link to you that the more orthodox is the word that's coming through when I link to you. The more orthodox, because there's quite a generational. There's the sense of quite a generational change between one level of your families of your family, please, and then mum and dad. Do you know where I'm coming from with this?
My mum and dad are currently gone abroad.
Yeah, there's also my overseas links. But would you understand that their mindset, the way they think, the way that they approach things, you would be able to appreciate and understand quite a change from the next generation. Yeah, exactly. Because what I heard, Jay, as soon as you came on the phone, what I heard was they've changed. I've got I don't want to go back grandparents because it's too far back to be validated. But if we go back to grandparents, there would be we move a generation, and there's been an enormous amount of change. Okay, enormous amount of change. Now, also, this is very, very interesting because I don't know whether you can place this immediately. But can you give me any link to Mauritius, or having been there, or would understand Mauritius at all yet? I just need to know, right? Because I've got to place this.
No.
No, okay. Can I just say that's coming in for you, because what I'm hearing coming in is mention or say Mauritius to him. Okay. Now, yeah. I don't think you've got any link to that at the moment. I'm checking with the two communicators here whether you have any current link to Mauritius, and they say no. But tell him that he will go there.
Oh.
Okay. Tell him that he will go there. Okay, because another thing that's happening to me while I'm talking to you. This is a bit of the message. Another thing that's happening to me while I'm connecting. Jay, can I just say, personal life not all that you want it to be. Would you understand that?
True.
They're both of them, yeah. And Jay, if I do this nice and gently, are you feeling? Because I'm getting a lot of grief from your relatives on the other side. Is this particularly acute for you right now?
Yes.
That's what they're talking about. You see, that's the message. They're saying to me. They're saying to me, you haven't gotten over somebody. Would you understand that? Sorry to bring this down to this level, but
Very true.
Yeah. Sorry to bring this down to this level, because I'd really, if I had, I've got to do what this man and this woman, want me to do. Which is to talk about this situation. Whereas if I was working with you in the other way, I'd really want to go on to work with you, because that would be relevant as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Right. So let me just pass on a message. They've come through. The light was on. They just come through very, very quickly to say to you that a situation that you are trying to, I'm going to give the word that they're giving, a situation that you are trying to improve now. Do you understand that? It's very important we get the word. A situation that you are trying to improve now. A situation that you do not want to move on from. Do you understand that? Bottom line, you don't want to move on from this. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Thank you, because that's what I heard in my head. They say, we are working on this with you, okay? That's the message from the other side. We're working on this with you, even though we do not agree with it. Does that bit ring true? Does that bit ring true?
It does.
Thank you, I thought it would. Yeah, thank you.
Lovely.
Next, sorry.
Oh, that's lovely. Jay, thank you so much for your call. Jay, can I just ask, what have you phoned a medium before in the past? Have you had mediumship readings before?
A few times actually. Now, yes. I have actually.
Very nice.
And I think I had readings with John. I think once. And it was very, very good. Basically what he told me was very true. And the predictions that he said to me, he told me, basically was true.
Wow.
Some psychics give you false hope.
Yeah.
But I think he just...
So you're very happy with John? You're very happy with John, yeah?
Yeah.
Jay, thank you so much. Listen, hang up the call.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Take
Jay,
care
thank
and
you.
all the best.
Jay, thank you. That's very kind of you.
My
Thank
goodness
you.
me. Ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
this is
Thank you.
Mediums Now. We are live, we are real. John Healey Here, I was going to say in the hot seat, but there's no seat. He is standing, folks.
No,
Listen.
it'd be lucky.
Oh my goodness me,
lucky if I
John!
got a seat,
My
wouldn't
God,
I?
do you know what? I've got somebody else on the line now. Give me 2 seconds. Hello, who's there? Hello, Nicola. From one Nicola to another Nicola. Nicola, listen, are you okay to go live? Oh, that's fantastic. I'm going to put you through to the studio now, Nicola. Stand by. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Nicola is on the line. Nicola, where are you calling from?
Manchester.
Oh, Manchester. Wow. What's it like up there weather-wise? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay. John Healey, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Nicola, hi.
Hi.
You're not related to the Gallagher brothers, are you?
No,
That's all.
the same eyebrows. No.
No, that's all. That's all right then. You and I won't. That's all right then. Okay, Nicola. First things first. We have to find who would be. You phoned. So in a sense, you've sent out, a link to the other side already. That's the way it works.
Okay.
You draw them, close to me. Got a woman coming towards me now, or as soon as we were beginning to talk. Let me just move around a little bit and get that. Okay. Got a woman linking towards me, coming. She's already wanting me to go into one of the areas that I do you right? Let me try and do this very, very carefully. Just let me do this very, very carefully. Do you have to be careful materially at the moment, Nicola? And have you had to be careful materially? There we go. That was very carefully done, wasn't it? It's like it's almost like a case of no. I'm going to keep a tight rein on things. Yeah. Does that make sense? Because that's really, I've got a woman coming through, to me, and immediately she wants to connect with a situation around you. And it's really that area. I can't really go into it, but she's connecting it straight away. And that hasn't been a long-term situation, but it has been there, for, should we say, a few, if not 4 months. Can you just confirm that, please? Because that's what's coming through from her. Yeah. Okay. Now what she's saying to me, a little bit of discord. Not in your immediate family, but there's a little bit of discord as we go back, probably to the, I would say the grandparent level on mum's side of the family. Can you validate that for me?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, you can, because as she comes, somebody walked out, somebody left on that side of the family, didn't they? Yeah. Nicola, the way that this happens to me is spirit world will. I'll hear, and I'm hearing that now. I just have to. I always just have to decide whether it's on my left or it's on my right, and then I know where this situation is. But I just heard slam, the slam of a door. And to me, because I've got a female communicator here, would you understand why I would have the feeling that it's a female on mum's side of the family who felt as though she had the hardest journey, if you like, or the experiences that she had were the hardest? Can you validate that for me? Thank you, because that's the way that I'm being made to feel. There should have been 2 marriages somewhere, please. Would you understand that? Somebody's been married more than once. We have a divorce somewhere. We have a divorce somewhere.
I think so.
Yeah, well, you should. You see, what's happening to me is rings gone on the finger, rings come off the finger. Rings gone back on the finger. Somebody in the family married and divorced and remarried. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. You see.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you. Because the way that you know where I am. Because marriage is terribly important. And if we go back, a generation, and although you're Manchester way, fantastic part of the world, great for university, great for study, Manchester, isn't it? You get into
Quite a lot of them.
yeah, you get to study in Manchester. Like for example, you can study architecture to a very high level in Manchester. Not, as Michael Caine would say, not a lot of people know that. But even though you've got this Mancunian links, nevertheless, you also have links, according to this woman, that would be even further afield. People came to Manchester, going back generation. People came to Manchester to settle there. They would have been from, you've got links in your family that go back to mining areas, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Because this is why I love doing this work. Because do you know what's just happened to me? Do you know what's just happened? I've got a message for you in a second. Someone's just put a piece of coal in my hand. You can't see it. I can see it because I'm, because that's what I've trained myself to do. But someone's just put a piece of coal in my hand and said, "Well, you won't get this out of the ground in Manchester." But it's true, isn't it? It's true. But there are. Sorry.
It is true.
Yeah, it's true. But anecdotally, and from stories within the family, you are aware of where parts of the family lead to. They go out to the more mining areas, including I think you've also got links going towards Catherine Cookson part of the world as well. Because when I listen to to what I'm hearing, I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing a Mancunian accent here. I'm moving westward and I'm moving northward when I link to you. Would you better confirm all of that before I give you a message?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's probably links to Lancashire as well. There somewhere. All right. As they link to you, there's really quite a message coming up here to do with the house, the home, and really where you're going to be living. Now, I think this is just beginning to impact upon your situation. Can you confirm that for me?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, here's the. Remember, if you come from Manchester, you naturally have a great sense of humour. So here's the joke that's coming through from the spirit world. They're saying to me, I'll put this lump of coal down because I don't want it. But what I got is, my goodness. Does she know anyone at all who can fix and repair anything? And if I say that to you, you understand that, don't you?
Yes.
Thank you. If I had more time,
I don't know anyone.
I know. If I had more time, we'd go on to all this house stuff that they're talking to me about. Nick's got to come back in. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nicola, before you go, can you just say, how was that for you, please, sweetheart?
It was absolutely brilliant. It's dead nice to know that your loved ones check in on you every now and again, and that you know that they're around you and everything. But it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Oh, thank you so much, Nicola. Thanks for taking part of the show. Thank you. This is what it's all about. Hang up, Nicola, and let anybody else who wants to come through to John here in the studio.
Can I just have one little thing before Nicola goes? Nicola, what is it that you can't fix or put together? What piece of equipment? Because I got this woman and she's talking to me about who's going to fix this. What is it?
I've got a smartwatch to do with my phone, and I cannot get the internet.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, my gosh.
And she's saying to me, well, who's she going to go to get this done? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, John. Wow.
So I'll keep trying myself.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Nicola, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Nicola. Listen, folks, we've got many mediums available for you at the website. Head over to there now. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. It's www.itsmediumsnow.com. Oh, and look at this. We've got another caller. Hello, who's there? This is Nick.
Anybody think we were doing skincare, wouldn't they?
Hello, Ellen. How are you? Oh, lovely. Listen, I've got Ellen on the line. Ellen, can I put you through live? Oh, let's do this. Ellen, you are now live on Mediums Now. It's a pleasure to have your company. Thank you so much for calling through and being part of the show. Now, you called through for one man only. Not me, Nick. No. You've called through for John. So now I'm going to pass you through to the man himself.
Okay.
John,
Thank you very much.
over to you. Thank you,
Thank you
sweetheart.
very much.
I'll catch you in a bit.
Thank you.
Ellen,
Yes.
hi there. Hi there.
No, yes, I am.
Yeah, lovely to connect with you. There is a feeling of familiarity, so I don't know if I've spoken to you before. Have I, by chance?
Yes, you have. I've called through before.
Okay. That's you see. I'm forever saying this to people that if I have I don't remember the work that I've done for people. I don't make notes because I do too many readings for that. But I always feel that it would be unacceptable if there was no recall of some sort. So a feeling of déjà vu will always come up in me if I've spoken to somebody before. Now I have a female linking with me on this occasion. There is also a feeling within me that she has not communicated with me to come through to you before, and there's also a strong feeling that she has not communicated with you before. And I just want to just make a kind of like distinction about that. Now, can you? She begins to talk to me, and the pull is towards the paternal line here. So I'm with a female on Dad's side of the family. And can I just do this because the inevitables happen. I've got various people talking to me now. My name is obviously is John, but you should be able to place a John who is upstairs, unavailable for comment as well. Can you confirm that?
No, I'm not quite sure what you mean.
John, there should be a John in the spirit world.
A John in the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh golly, yes, I think
Yes, there is, because what I just heard then was John, John is John. So just say it's John. But that would be because it's sort of so far back. That would be going back, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be at all sort of like fairly sort of like something you'd think you would have to stop and think. Oh, God, yes, yeah, John. Do you understand where I am there with that?
a long time back.
It's a long time back, because what's happening to me is what I heard. I'm just going to jump back to this woman, to this lovely woman that I've got with me at the moment. But what I heard was John, and it's so faint, and the fainter it is, the more I know how long ago they passed. If it's very, very clear that their passing is more recent. But I heard faint, John, it's John. Tell her, it's John. But although it's a long time ago, nevertheless, it was an important link, wasn't it, Ellen?
Right.
It's an important link. And that's why the effort for John and the need to say hello is still very, very important. So coming back to this to this woman, please, can you understand why in my fingers here I'm familiar with those great female crafts of knitting, maybe tatting, anything to do with material, please, and stitching and these sort of things. Can you place that with female members of your family, please?
Well, my mother used to.
Right. Okay. Can you place that also with somebody on your father's side? So
Well, I didn't know them very well.
No, that's why I say I've got somebody who has not communicated with you before. She's saying she's because what I heard, you understand the ability to. It's more than just knitting, and you would understand a skill that's more than just knitting on your mum's side, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know about that because she's telling me about that. But you would understand people who had comparable or older skills, and I'll give you a message from her in just a second, but you would understand those kind of skills that would go back on to women on your father's side of the family, but that would be going back, yeah? Maybe a generation, two generations, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, here's the message. She's talking to me about a need in you, and a need that's going to be met for more comfort. Does that make sense to you as you look at your situation now? Comfort.
More comfort.
Comfort. To be physically comfortable. Do you understand that?
Right.
Do you understand that? Physically comfortable. I want the I want the environment around me to be more pleasant.
Yes.
Thank you, because she's yeah, that's a concern for you at the moment, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, and she says that she says, and that would be furnishings, soft furnishings as well. Can you confirm that?
Yes.
Thank you. She says that need is going to be met. Thank you.
Really.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Listen, sorry, sweet, I've forgot your name. Is it Ellen? Ellen, that's
Ellen,
it.
yes.
Sorry. Okay. Can I ask, how was that for you?
Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes I have to put my hat on a little bit more when they're talking. This is talking about certain signs that I'm not so familiar with, you know?
Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but, yeah.
But you understand, Ellen, you understand that those skills to do with, knitting or, the making of homeware that you would understand on your mum's side of the family, but it's a skill that you would also be able to place further back on your father's side of the family. Is that correct?
Yes, it's further back on my father's side.
Yeah, because I got a woman coming to me. Yeah, I got a woman coming to me, and she said, "I've never done this before. Can I speak to Ellen? I've never done this before. Tell her I know she wants to be more physically comfortable. Is that correct?"
Well, yes.
Thank
yes,
you. Tell her she will be.
Lovely. All right, listen.
Yes, I do.
That's as long as you're happy with that. That's the main thing, Ellen.
Yes, I am. I can understand what it means.
Oh,
Thank
bless
you.
you. Well, listen,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for taking the time to call through to John Healey this evening. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. You take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, my
Ellen,
goodness
thank
me.
you.
What a busy show.
Bye.
It's
Bye-bye.
so hard when you've got to wrap it up in just a five.
I know, this
five
is it,
minutes,
folks, but
5
this
minutes.
is why we have the at-home psychics and mediums available for you, because if you want to spend 20 minutes speaking with them, you are in control and you can do so. Now, the number on your screen to pre-book your minutes for our wonderful, fabulous at-home mediums is 0808 131 0880. That will take you through to a UK call centre, literally outside our studio. If I could turn the camera around, I would, but I can't because I'm here. I don't think they'll be too happy if I did that job, would they? Oh my goodness me. But listen, for example, and I'm not sure if we touched on this on a previous show with you, John, but for example, somebody called through and they said they used to wake up every morning at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Specifically at 3:30.
Yeah.
And they felt they wasn't alone. Now, we'll talk about that later, John, because we have. Oh no, we don't. Sorry, I think that was Ellen. She was listening. She was chatting. She was listening.
Why not?
She was listening to us,
Why
eh?
not?
Oh. But situations like that, John.
Yes.
You got Julie, for example.
Yes.
I'm just plucking names out my head. A lady called Julie, and she keeps waking up every morning at 3:30, but she feels that she's not alone in her room.
Okay. Yeah. Well, any of these kind of experiences are certainly possible, and also I made that, one of the oldest sort of like, psychic medium type jokes that there is. I made at the beginning of the show. Even if you, you do wake up in the early hours of the morning and you have that sense of a presence, because that's what it is. It's a presence, the surviving awareness and presence of someone who has lived previously. I recognise that sound.
You recognise that ding dong, don't you? Hello, mediums now. Who's that? Nobody there.
Oh, that might have been just what we were talking about. We could be joined by spirit. And it's very, very important. I may, before we finish this evening, just sort of like talk about an experience that I had. Where I would be woken during the night. For instance, when I was a student myself years ago in digs, and the woman who was my landlady, then she said, "Look, don't quite know how to tell you this, but I'll have to tell you this." She said, she said, "But you're likely to hear banging on your door at 3 o'clock in the morning, or banging on the walls." She said, and I thought, I think to myself, I knew there was a reason that the rent was so low. Knew there was a reason the rent was so low.
Oh my gosh! Maybe you can touch on that later, John.
I will do, yeah, maybe,
because it's interesting. And in fact, if you watching right now, if you've got any experiences that you'd like to share with us, feel free to come through. It's a free phone number. You get a 5-minute chat with John Healey. The number, of course, is 0808 131 0882. I'll get you directly through here to the studio. I'll answer the call and then put you through to John. It is that simple. But let's not forget that we do have many mediums available right now at the website. It's mediumsnow.com. That's www.mediumsnow.com. And if you're on Twitter, tweet us at mediumsnow. Anybody that tweets us in the next half an hour, we'll give a shout out. That's simple. That's simple.
Great pleasure.
John, you're going to go on a break at around 8 o'clock, just a few minutes, just to gather your thoughts and just have a little bit of a breathe, because it does get quite warm here in the studio.
And yes, it does. And also because I've, even though I'm standing here and I'll be taking another call inevitably before too much longer, I'm aware of other voices. It's a bit like when I was doing Ellen's reading. I heard John, it's John, calling in. I know I need to connect. It's a certain generation of people who are trying to get through to tonight, and I've got to connect Winifred, to somebody. But Winifred would be over there, would be on the other side. But I know that there's a woman watching, who is going to be watching tonight, that will connect with that name. I still have my military man. He never made it back to England, and there is a question mark about what became of him. And I'd like to say something to someone who will be watching tonight, and I'd just like to say something, because he's got a little bit of a message about why he didn't make it home. Okay. And he this is just when the war was ending and people were being demobbed, and it's just, the link you see is because he's just saying, I'm just aware of the the new Dad's Army movie that's so I just need to come through. Somebody's watching right now that will connect with that.
Okay. Because you mentioned literally before we went to air that you had 3 spirits with you.
Yes, and I've got a child here as well. Yeah, so literally.
Are we talking a total of 3 for the moment?
3 for the moment, but as we go on, and the more interactivity that we have, the spirit world are going to say, "Oh, the light's on, somebody's at home. Let's see if we can get in there. Let's see if we can get a message to those people of watching." But as Nick has said, when I was beginning to prepare to walk out here and do this show, I was aware of 3 communicators. That's the kind of experience that a spiritualist medium will have. He or she, they'll walk out onto rostrum platform of a church, and they've usually got the sense of someone that is with them, wanting to communicate to somebody who's in the congregation. But a man came to me, and he said, "I know my relative is going to be, watching, tonight. I felt the khaki of the uniform. He never came back." It was towards the end of the war, after Dunkirk.
There we go. Hello, mediums now. Hello, you want to speak to John? Yeah, who's calling, please? Conrad. Okay, Conrad, stand by. I'm going to put you through to John right now. Conrad, where are you calling from, Conrad? What part of the country?
The Midlands.
The Midlands, okay. Listen, John, this is Conrad. Conrad, enjoy your reading with John.
Conrad, hi. Hi there, Conrad. Always, because we're doing mediums now, we always sort of like start, with this. We never start with asking you any sort of like leading questions, because that's just not how this works. Okay, we start with linking in to the spirit world, and as soon as Conrad, Nick links me, to you, facilitates this, sets it up. I know I've got two, men that are linking in with me. One is a friend. One is someone that you have known, in the past, a friend, an association who is no longer living, and the other is a family member. I'm not immediately clear which side of the family member is on at the moment, because I'm just waiting for that to settle. Can I ask you, because the friend's giving me this bit of information at the moment, socially, and also links to other people, have people broken away from you, or have you broken away I'm not absolutely sure whether exactly the distinction that I'm getting here, Conrad. Have you broken away from people, or have people broken away from you? This is what I'm beginning to hear. Have you ended friendships, or have important friendships with you fallen by the wayside? Conrad? Oh, I have to keep. Conrad, can you hear me? No, I think we might have.
Have we lost Conrad? Have we lost Conrad?
Link. When I look down there, it still says one there, but I've lost Conrad.
Let's have a look. See if we can. Are you there, Conrad? It doesn't seem to be there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to log this out and call back in again.
And I'll just say, so Conrad, sorry about that. And I will try and hold and park the two communicators that I had with me just then.
Live TV, folks.
Sorry about that, Conrad. I know I've got, as I said, I've got someone who has known you in the past, male. They're no longer living. They're on the other side, taking this opportunity to come through, and then I know I've got a family member on your father's side of the family.
Okay, well,
okay.
Listen, folks, the phone line is now logged in. So if you would like a 5-minute mediumship reading with John Healey, all you need to do is call 0808 131 0882. That will bring you directly through to the studio here at Mediums Now. I'll have a quick chat with you, and then I'll pass you over to the man himself, Mr. John Healey. Let's not forget, we've got a whole host of mediums logged and available right now at the website. It's www.itsmediumsnow.com. Now, these mediums, they log on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So, for example, like a friend of mine recently, Christmas Eve, felt that they wanted a mediumship reading. And because they knew that I worked with so many mediums, they said, Nick, can you put me in touch? So I did. I said, look, check out mediumsnow.com. And that is how it works here, folks. So, John, just like Platform, this is exactly like Platform. So let's, say that you're coming out on stage and, what are you picking up? Let's just focus on just for a moment.
So this is actually closer to live psychic, mediumship demonstration rather than.
So what's the difference?
Sort of show. Remember, if you're there in a spiritualist church situation, you are expected to kind of like first give, maybe 10-15 minutes of philosophy.
Right.
It's that sound again.
It's that ding dong.
It's that sound again.
Hello, mediums now. Hello, Conrad. What happened there? You right? You okay? Yeah, no worries, Conrad. Listen, I'll put you back through to John, okay? Thank you. Conrad, back with us, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff. Conrad, I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of John Healey.
Conrad, hi there.
Oh, yeah.
Hello there. No, Conrad, let's just jump back into, because what I've tried to do is park the two individuals that are with me. First things first, okay? So always an experiment when you do this, but I have to have the courage, to do this. If I talk to you about a close male friend that you could validate, yes, that person is no longer alive. Can you place a close male friend that you would have known, that you know for a fact is no longer living?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Because as soon as Nick was facilitating, this to me, a male energy came to me, is around me at the moment, and the feeling. Remember, it's partly words, partly kinetic. A feeling. It's male. It's my job to be able to tell male, female, and the sense that it's coming. I'm a friend of his. I remember him. I remember Conrad. Conrad will remember me. But this is going back a few years, Conrad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. This person wants to be. Reminded to you, but there's a bit more to it than that. Conrad. And I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to be very, very gentle, about this. If I talk about thinking things through, if I talk about areas of decision, if I talk about the areas of choice, if I talk about what shall I do. Would you understand why none of these sort of areas, even though I'm generalising with those areas, but because I've got to remember that I'm doing this down the barrel, of a camera, and I must be respectful to everyone, who comes through. But if I talk to you about confusion, Conrad, would you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because what happened, and this is the way that the spirit world that cares about you, that you still matter to them. As soon as Nick was facilitating, this link to you, my mind was not clear on can I think things through, or can I see something clearly? If I wrap it up so like that, without going into anything that you would say, no, I don't want you to go there, John, I don't want you to be too specific, but if I wrap it up like that, please, would you understand why your friend in the spirit world brings that to me straight away? Would you understand that, Conrad?
Yeah, well, I am confused at the moment.
Yes, I know that, because your communicator in the spirit world is telling me that, and your communicator in the spirit world tells me that this is not of recent onset as well, because when I'm working with you, I need to know whether this is something to do with what happened last week, or it's of longer duration. And your friend tells me that it's of longer duration. Can you confirm or deny that? Can you confirm that?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Yeah, you can, because that's what your friend has said. Your friend has come, has come through to say to you, and also the relative in the spirit world, and both of these individuals talk about in your situation where links to people, friendships, partnerships, relationships, they've fallen away. Do you understand the scenario, the script that's being presented to me?
Yeah, I'm on my own at the moment. It feels
Thank you.
like
Thank you.
nothing happening.
Thank you. Okay, so this is what they're saying to me. And again, this is the real reason that we connect with the spirit world, rather than do any other kind of work, because I'm going to be gentle with you, as I must be gentle with everyone that I interact with, because the feeling that both of these individuals are creating in me at the moment with you, more so than confusion, is also a little feeling of loneliness. Would you understand that? I'm just going to say that. Yeah, thank you. Okay, because it's I'm feeling it from both of these communicators, and so as soon as I get a scenario like this, Conrad, the immediate thing that I go on to a track with them, and I say, well, okay, this is uncomfortable. Can you, impart to me? Can you create in my mind a timeline or an impression of when Conrad will feel that his circumstances are lighter and better? Because Conrad, that's actually what's bothering you, isn't it?
I need it to save, really.
Yeah. Okay, so can I just say that the time that they are giving to me for you for improvement, that you will think I'm easier and comfortable with this, they're giving me November of this year. Okay, now I think there are anniversary dates around about in the last quarter of the year, family-wise, anyway, aren't there? I mean.
Anniversary.
Yeah, thank you, because I'm hearing those. Conrad, there's a message here.
So
Go on, because what was your question? What were you saying, Conrad? Because this is quite important. What were you saying?
do you see like anyone coming in at all?
Yes, it's about. This is all about company, isn't it? This is all about partnership. This is all about relation. Yes, thank you, because this is what these two communicators are there, and they're saying that towards the last quarter of the year is a brighter, personally brighter time for you, and Conrad, that is what matters to you. That's what matters to you, isn't it? Are they right? Are they right? Thank you. Conrad, we've only got 5 minutes. I have to take, the clock's against us, and that's why I'm coming out here to demonstrate just for 5 minutes with as many people who need me to do that. But I will be taking a short break now, and then we'll be returning to do more later. Can I thank you, and can I give you the support as well as the love of the two men that are linking in to me from the spirit world. Would like to stay longer, but I have to keep to these 5 minutes. Conrad, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, and I wish you well for your future. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to do that. There we go. I've enough practice of doing that. Should be able to do it. Whoa. New sort of new technique. I'm also going to take a break now, but I'll be back in around about 10 minutes. Will I be? Yeah. Disembodied voice. Yeah, we're back in about 10 minutes. Don't go away. Thank you.
Well, don't forget, folks, that John Healey will be back in the studio in a short amount of time. But in the meantime, you can obtain a mediumistic reading with any of our at-home mediums that are available on the website. The website, of course, is www.itsmediumsnow.com. That's mediumsnow.com. And the most beautiful way for you to obtain your 5 minutes free with John Healey is in a moment when the phone line is back up and running on that 0808 number, 131 0882. That's 0808 131 0882. That's the free phone number, folks. It is a free phone number, free from your landline and free from your mobile phone. As I said, we're giving away 5 minutes worth of reading here at Mediums Now with John Healey. He's just taking a short break and then he will be back in the studio for you. Once he's back in the studio, we're going to open up the phone lines and then you can get through on that free phone number, 0808 131 0882. And as I said, if you'd like to pre-book any of your minutes with any of our mediums that are logged in and available right now, you can do so. Again, it's a free phone number. It's 0808 131 0882. That's 0808 131 0882. Now, if you've not seen us on Twitter and you'd like to follow us on Twitter, head over to there now. It's at Mediums Now. A big hello to Chris Milbank, to Louise, to Tony, to Tracy, to Gary, to Anna. So many people on Twitter. It's at Mediums Now. And John Healey will be back in the studio shortly. And once he is live in the studio, folks, we'll open up the phone line again. That's a personal direct route through to the studio on 0808 131 0882. It's currently closed at the moment because John is not in the studio. Once John is back in the studio, we'll open up that phone line and you can grab your 5 minutes worth with John. It is that simple. It is that simple, my friends. And also, are you experiencing any paranormal activity? Are things going bump in the night? Get involved. Share your story with us here at Mediums Now. Share it with John and let John pick up what is going on in that situation. It's 0808 131 0882. The phone lines will be open shortly, folks. That is the number. Pop it into your phone. Write it down next to your phone. 0808 131 0882. John Healey will be back in the studio any moment now, folks. The phone number for you to dial is 0808 131 0882. Not just yet because it's currently closed. Once John is back in the studio, we'll open up that number for your 5 minute free mediumship reading. 0808 131 0882. And we do have many mediums logged in and available at the website. It's www.itsmediumsnow.com, and the beauty with that is it's unlimited call lengths and they are available 24 hours a day. There's always a medium available to take your call if you would like a mediumistic reading. And the number to book your credit is 0808 131 0882. It's a free phone number, folks, and that will get you directly through to our wonderful reception team here at Mediums Now. It's 0808 131 0882. Stand by because John Healey will be back in the studio very soon. Grab your phones, stand by, because when I open the lines shortly, it's your chance to get a 5 minute mediumistic reading with John Healey. 0808 131 0882. The phone lines will be open any moment now. Stand by, folks. 0808 131 0882. Well, there is the phone, folks. There is the phone. Stand by, because John, he'll be back in the studio very, very soon. It's 0808 131 0882. That will get you directly through to John once he is in position and ready to take your call in the studio. Remember, it's a 5-minute mediumistic reading. If you would like your very own 5-minute, totally free of charge mediumistic reading, then all you need to do when John is back in the studio any second now, 0808 131 0882. In fact, I'll be in the studio as well, and I'll tell you, I'll give you the go ahead. In fact, me and John will give you a 10-second countdown, and then we're going to open up the phone line. 0808 131 0882. But look at the second number on your screen. It's another free phone number. That number will get you directly through to our wonderful reception team here at Mediums Now, where they can assist you in putting you through to a medium either of your choice, or they could recommend a medium for you. Now, you can pre-book your credit quite simply by dialing 0808 131 0880, and then you can use that credit up to 6 months. It is that simple. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, because Mr. John Healey will be back in the studio any moment now. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, this is really good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mediums Now. Oh my goodness me, the time has come for John to come back into the studio. John Healey, ladies and gentlemen.
Nick, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Great. This is round two.
This is it. Do you know what?
This is round two.
I did say, John, I'm going to log on the phone, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to log you back on to the phone line. But this is Mediums Now. We're live. We're real. And do you know what? What a cracking show today.
All thanks to you. Thank you to Ellen. Thank you for Conrad. Thank you for the other people that have connected to us. Still got a young girl, with me. Still got a military man with me, and I've got a Winifred Winifred, who's asking someone not to be shy and to pick up the phone, even if it's just for 5 minutes. She wants to speak to you.
What about, John, if somebody is literally on the verge, but maybe it's their first time, John?
Oh,
They don't have anything to worry about, do they?
No. What we're doing here, what we've been doing in the weeks and how long have we been doing this? It's a few months.
It's a few months now.
Yeah.
There
we go.
Here we go. Hello, Mediums Now. Who's that? We've got a shy person, John.
We've got a shy. Is anybody
Yes,
there?
I think we've got a shy person. My goodness me. No.
Yeah, in the time, what we are doing here is mentally, telepathically connecting with the surviving awareness and presence of individuals who have known, and you have known. They can be friends. But we've quite a few friends. Coming through, people who are not related. We got one come through, for Conrad just then. You see, friendship, companionship that came through. That happened because as I was working with Conrad's need or situation, that was the relationship. Okay, a friend had gone. The friend was coming through to say, that for Conrad, connection to people. We're going to
go. Another call to Mediums Now.
Thank you.
Hello, Mediums Now. Who's that? Hi, Catherine. How are you? You all right? Very good, thank you, sweetheart. You want to speak to John? I know you don't want to speak to me, Catherine.
I do.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. Okay, I'm going to put you through live now. Is that okay? Thank you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Catherine. Catherine, where are you calling from?
Ireland.
Oh, lovely. Do you know what? My mother is a hooligan, but I've never been over. Oh, yeah, I've never been over to Ireland myself. So, listen, if I do, I'll come and stick the kettle on you. But listen, and enough of me jabbering on. You're through to John Healey. Welcome.
Thank you.
Catherine, yeah? Catherine, yeah?
Hello, John. Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and thank you, very much, Catherine. I've got a man linking with me straight away, and in terms of fondness, in terms of love and the bond of love, and the sort of like wanting to be connected, wanting that opportunity just to say one more, thing to to someone who is physically no longer here. If I were to say there was a strong bond to a male, please, would you be able to confirm that for me? Because I've got a man here. It's kind of like it's very much the embrace. It's parental. It's family. Would you understand that?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. And this is a much big because the sense of embrace is so strong. This is, you can see what I'm doing, Catherine. That's the quality of feeling that you would have felt for this man, please. And this is the quality of feeling that this man would have felt for you. It's wholeness, isn't it? Hold me. Do you understand that? Because that's what's coming through. Can I just, as he's talking to me, and it's so close, isn't it? But would you understand? Are there? Because as he comes to me, he says April. Would you understand? Are there birthday? I'm just hearing April. It's not being qualified for me. But if I said April, would you understand April for some reason? It's important for him to say. You know what that means, okay? Because I can. There. You. Okay. What? I'm just going with what I can hear telepathically here. You lost something. Somebody handed it back. Does that make any sense to you, please? You lost it. You mislaid it. You put it by. Where was that? Somebody brought it. You said, "Did you lose this?" Can you take that, Kathleen? Do you understand why that's being?
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. But
it was actually a handbag.
I could remember later on.
It was actually a handbag. Because he's now is now telling me. Do you understand anything to do with a handbag? Sounding a bit like Lady Bracknell here from the Oscar Wilde play. A handbag. Do you understand anything about a handbag, please? Because this it's very odd. It's Irish, isn't it? That a man will be coming through who's got such a strong bond to you, but he's talking about a handbag.
I do, yeah, I do. I just remembered. Yeah.
I knew you would. Because and can I say you see it's a long time since I've been in Dublin, but you are immediately struck when you go to Dublin with the solid intellectual. There's a great university, Trinity. College in Dublin, isn't there?
My daughter goes there.
Thank you. That's why I'm talking about Trinity College. Okay, because this man is talking, to me about. You see, so I'll tell you, Catherine. I'll tell you what he's talking about. Would you understand? The bit about the handbag was just an April was just to get you, just to get your attention, really, to show you the feeling. Can you actually feel the feeling that's coming through now? Can you register that around you as I'm talking to you? Can you register it?
I do, and you've given me the best gift possible.
Well, no, he has. I haven't.
You're bringing him through.
Yeah. Okay. We do have the anniversary of a passing that's just gone, though, don't we?
Yes.
Thank you. Because and do you mind if I have to say this very carefully? But do you understand why this man is talking to me about Catholic links rather than Protestant links?
I do, yes.
Thank you, because this is what's happening to me as I'm talking to you. I had to duck a little bit because the rosary went across, and actually, the rosary, is. I know what he's. You see, you understand Catholicism, don't you?
Yeah.
This is why I do this. This is why I enjoy this. Can you place for me? There's no criticism of you, but this is a great thing about being Irish. It's the great thing. You see, the Irish are great for humour and logic. That's what the Irish are good for. But was there not a little venal sin? Well, no, you could say that. I can't say that. I can't say it. You see, humour. That's what the Irish are famous for. But the Irish, you see, are also famous for logic. They're a very logical people, the Irish, and they don't get the credit for that. But was there a little, you understand Catholicism, was there a little venal, you know the difference between a venal sin and a mortal sin, don't you?
A mortal, yeah.
Thank you. Was there a little venal one just recently? Because this man's telling me there was. What did you do? What did you do? You don't have to tell me. He knows because he's he's telling me. Was there just something that you said? Oh, wouldn't it? That was. Was there something a little bit naughty just recently? He tells me there was.
Oh, I couldn't admit to that.
No, okay, but can you give me a nod?
I really don't know.
All right, okay. But he's telling me. He's telling me that. He's a little bit concerned about parking. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, I'll take.
It makes total sense.
Yeah, it does. Okay, and he's and also because there are for someone, he's talking about driving lessons to come. Does that make any sense, please?
It does, yeah.
Thank you. He's saying to me, you are doing a really good job where it matters. But when the driving lessons, coming up, he said, this is when I'm going to come, get involved there, and I am going to be a little bit like Liam Neeson, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, he's going to step in, and he's going to be very, very helpful, encouraging, strong. And will help with that situation. That's his message to you, Catherine. Can you accept that?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I understand that totally.
Can you accept that? his love is there with you, but also his humour and his smile. It was the smile with him, wasn't it?
Beautiful smile.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll hand you back to Nick. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Very much, John.
Thank you
It's
so
my
thank
pleasure.
you.
My pleasure. And
Okay, Catherine, thank you so much for your call.
Thank you, Nick. An absolute delight.
Can I just ask you before you go and before you hang up the call, have you had a mediumship reading before?
I had a reading with John once, and he brought somebody through to me.
Wow. Well, this is what he does.
And it was wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, that's super. Well, thank you so much for your company.
Thank you.
And listen,
Thank you so much.
if I'm ever over Ireland, I'll come and say hello. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You take care,
Catherine,
Bye bye.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
This is what it's about.
Well, Catherine, yeah, I've got to say a big thank you to Catherine there, because she could feel. You see, what's possible here. One of the things that is possible is that if we get the conditions right, and we did just then, we get the conditions right. If everything just comes together, then for just 5 minutes, it's possible, and it was possible for Catherine there, to feel again and to experience again the loving warmth and connection with someone that she still clearly, misses.
And is that a physical feeling, John?
Yeah. That's why I had to say to Catherine there, and that's why I had to. Yes, I have to sort of like validate in all different ways, like Catholic Lingam, blah blah blah, parking, driving lessons. I have to Trinity College Dublin. I've got to validate all the time. But it's not really about the validation. It was really about, this is the way I feel about Catherine. I want the opportunity, another time, please, to sort of experience that. And she did too.
Well, listen, this is just 5 minutes, but if you're watching this and you think, you know what, I don't want to do it live, that's not a problem. This is why we have mediums logged on and available right now at 25 minutes, just approaching 25 minutes past 8 o'clock, Thursday, the 11th of February 2016. Maybe you'd like a 30-minute reading. Maybe you'd like a 60-minute reading. The option is there at the website www.mediumsnow.com. Now, you'll note the second number on your screen is 0808 131 0880. That number will get you directly through to our very friendly reception team, John.
And they are.
They are so friendly. Do you know what? As soon as John walks into the studio,
They leave.
Stop it. They say a big hello to John. They really do. And John leaves. No, they're wonderful. But it is. We're like a little family here, John, aren't we?
Yeah, because this next point is a very, very good one. Because this could be very busy, it can be very full on. If we haven't got harmony out there, it's not easy to get everything to flow.
Now, John, we spoke earlier about guides, because when every week I must come into contact with about 15 mediums every week, at least, minimum.
Yes.
And I hear them talk about guides, and you mentioned about counsellors, John. So let's touch on that again.
Let's go back into that, because and this is a relatively new new concept, and people previously have understood guides or been able to relate to them, because let's use one of the let's use the Northern American Indian example as being one that is so familiar. There was a kind of like wisdom there, all right, let's take a Northern American Indian guide type saying, God, let's have it. Come on, let me just connect with one. Give me one. Okay, yeah, okay. Here's one. Remember that the right and the left wing, right wing or left wing, it's all part of one bird.
Wow,
There you go.
I like that.
Right, because that's very relevant. It's
that.
very relevant if you're in the US at the moment, isn't it? You know, the right wing or the left wing is still all part of the same bird.
Really good. Hello, this is Nick from Mediums Now. How are you? You all right? Oh, bless you. Listen, where are you calling from? Oh, another Manchester. Do you know what? It's bring on the Manchester people, I tell you. Fantastic. What's your name? Rob. Okay, Rob. I'm going to put you live now, Rob. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, Rob is standing by, ready to speak to John. But listen, if you would like an even longer reading than 5 minutes, then all you need to do is check out the website, www.mediumsnow.com. Oh, my goodness me. Right. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Healey. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Rob, hi.
Hi.
Hi there. Can I just? I'm not going into health because I'm not allowed to go into health, and I don't want to. You know, I don't want to go into health, so I'm not. But can I just check because I've got someone linking in with me. You don't live that far from a hospital, do you?
No.
No, I didn't think you did. I'm not going into health, so don't think I'm sort of like going to be talking about anything to do, you know, with health or anything like that, because I'm not. It's just that as soon as you came on the phone to speak to me, I heard a male voice in my head that says, "Well, he doesn't live, you know, very far from." You know, from a hospital. So can I just ask, is it just 5 minutes walk, or you know, or it's so it must be
5-10 minutes in the car.
5-10 minutes in the car. I'm placing this as a question because the same individual's talking to me and saying that route is necessary for you for some reason. Can you confirm that? Going there, in that route and going that way. Can you confirm that for me, please?
Yeah.
Because what I can hear in my head was he has to go. I've got. So I'm just going to move over here a little bit. I've got a male energy, you know, connecting, you know, with me. And by the way, you should be able. Thank you, brother. You should be able to place someone, please, who has lost a brother, and I don't mean an uncle. Brother. I don't mean an uncle. Where would there be the loss of a sibling, please?
Me myself have lost children, but not.
You've lost children. Would one of them? Sorry, because I've got a male energy. Can you understand the loss of a male energy?
Yeah.
Thank you. You see, because it's when you're doing this, it's very, very you know, easy to unless you're really trained and you know what you're doing. It's very easy to say, "Oh, I got your uncle." I haven't got your uncle here. I haven't got your uncle here. What I've got,
I know my dad's brother passed away earlier as well.
Yeah. Okay, but it's brother as. You know, so there would be the brother of a child that's still living that would be in the spirit world. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. You see, I could totally, unless I'm really on this, I could totally confuse you by saying I'm linking to someone. I know that there's the brother of blah 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 blah, but that's not who I'm linking. I'm linking with. And there is a sense of you know, and I have to do this very, very with great sensitivity, please, because you know, just to present this as information to you, I have to do this with great care. But at the same, do you understand? Because it would be crass if I didn't do this with the degree of. The radio, you were listening to the radio, or you listening to a song just recently that meant something, please?
Yeah.
You were, thank you. Does that also tie in with the loss of the child, please? It should do.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, this is what's happening to me, Rob. Rob, this is what's happening to me, is audibly the radio's being turned up, and I can hear a song, and I can hear this voice from your child sort of like saying louder, 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 louder. Now. There was right. Okay. I could go there. I'm going to be a little bit circumspect, Rob, if I can be, because there's a lot of areas I could go into here, but there are some very touchy, delicate areas around you, aren't there? And I've got to be. There is, and I'm aware of it. Can I say happy birthday to someone, please? Because I'm just being asked to say happy birthday. Say happy birthday, because there's a key birthday coming up, isn't there?
It was my daughter's 2 days ago.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm just hearing sort of happy birthday. Rob, if I said the last 3 years have been difficult, would you understand that?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Definitely. I'm not saying that. I am only repeating what I'm hearing. Can I just say that there's a message coming from the brother, the uncle in the spirit world is there, just saying to you, look forward because it's going to be so different. Look forward because it's going to be so different. There is, I'd want to be with you a lot longer. I've only had 5 minutes. Can I thank you, for having the courage, to pick up the phone. There is so much more I could be saying to you. Thank you for the privilege of linking you with these two spirits, and I am so aware of the weight of responsibility that's on my shoulders when I say this to you. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, John. Rob, thank you so much for calling through. And just before you go, Rob, how can I ask how that was for you? I know it's
that was very sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, so pretty. I didn't expect to get as much right as I did, and yet most things on the head, to be honest.
Oh, well, listen.
It's the first time I've ever done that.
It's the first time, Rob. Rob, listen, Rob.
Yeah.
This is one question I ask. I try to get out there as much as possible. You know, if anybody out there now is watching and they're listening to you, Rob, on the line, and they're a little bit worried about calling up, remember, it's totally for free, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah.
What would you say to them if they're a little bit dubious?
I'd say I'd give it a go. I'm very happy that I give it a go. It made a lot of sense to me, and hopefully it will to them.
Oh, Rob, thank you so
Rob,
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You take care. All the best.
No problem.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
I've just got to say that's Rob needs a lot of credit for that, because
It takes a lot.
It took a lot to pick up the phone, and I walked into just about the there were some very sensitive issues that we've dealt with this evening. That was walking on. I was on eggshells with that, with that one.
Yes.
But Rob, thank you very much again for having the open-mindedness and and also the intelligence to be able to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Remember, it's a free call here to John in the studio. You pay absolutely nothing. 0808 131 0882 will get you directly through to this phone here. I'll answer it, and then I'll have a quick chat, little catch up, and then
this is
you through
water.
to John.
And this is water.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. But listen, folks, as I keep saying throughout the show, it's just a 5-minute reading. Now, 5 minutes, it does pass so quickly. But if you would like an even longer reading, then I'll tell you how in a moment. Hello, who's there? Casey, how are you? You all right? Oh, fantastic. Casey, can you hold on the line just for 2 seconds, and I'll put you live? Is that all right? Oh, beautiful stuff. Got Casey, Casey on the line right now. But let me tell you, folks, if you want an even longer reading than 5 minutes, then all you need to do is go to the website, www.mediumsnow.com. Remember, the second number on your screen is 0808 131 0880. That will get you through to our wonderful reception team, and there you can pre-book your credit and you can use that at your own convenience. Casey, are you ready? Okay, where are you calling from, Casey? Norwich. Oh, I know that city very well. It's a very fine city. Casey, oh bless you. Casey, welcome to the show. I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of this man here, Mr. John Healey.
Thank you.
Hi there, Casey. Hi.
Hello.
Great to connect with you again. I mean, I have spoken to you. We've spoken to you. It was my pleasure at one point to, because I just heard, and you won't ever get this until the time is right. But I just said to you, one time, Suzanne, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, Suzanne's here. Now, but we have to push this. Can you? So there's fresh bit of information coming through to me before Suzanne went, or in the she, in spiritualist terms, we'd say passed to the higher life. Yeah, became, in a sense, moved on. But would you understand why, as she comes to me, now, she said there was something about the telephone number or having to ring a particular number that was relevant for you or someone around her in the time before she passed. You and I both know where the all the things about the passing and so forth. But can you confirm that the telephone number or dialing a particular number was relevant?
Yes.
Thank you, because this is fresh information that's coming. I did not know this, before, okay?
Yeah.
But so what I've got in my head is, John, it's Suzanne. He will know. He will know. And what I've got is, so I'm going to. What I'm going to do, because I can sort of hear this in my head now. What I'm going to do is to say something now that I have never said before.
Yeah.
To demonstrate that I am still living. So say to him, say to him that dialing the number and the phone number was significant. Can you confirm that 7 would have been in that number?
Yeah, I think possibly yes.
Thank you. Okay, because give me long enough, and I'll get all of those those numbers, and this partly also. I need to. Did you almost get your finger or thumb caught in a car door just recently?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because she's saying to me, she's saying to me, also, I'm not going into health, or ways of passing or anything like that. I'm not going into that. But would you understand the sensation, and it's energetic. This is not to do with health. It's not to do with health. But would you understand the feeling of around the tummy, navel, chakra or area, please, that you've been aware of in recent days?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now I need to say this is from Suzanne. That is from the one. The one that matters to you, but I have to pass on a message to her, and Suzanne is the only one that she's just she's saying, how is it that someone like you, with all your experience, and all that could get your finger, or what was it, your finger or your thumb?
That was my fun.
How could he, however he of all people, shut his thumb in a car, in a door? How the hell could he? How could he do that? It's him of all people. Here's the
I
message.
must be an amateur.
Well, no, you're not. No. Oh, no, in no way you're an amateur. Okay, no way you're an amateur. Okay, here's the message that's coming through. It's very hard for me to give you this message. You've either connected to an extremely, intelligent, bright, academically bright woman with dark hair in recent weeks. Have you or have you not?
Correct, I have.
You won't take this from me, but you will take it from Suzanne. You won't take it from me, but you will take it from her. This could be a kind of crossroads situation. It doesn't need to be,
Right.
but be very aware that this is one of those forks in the road type situation. The choice is entirely yours. That's her message. Casey, thank you very much. Got to hand over to Nick.
Oh,
Okay, no problem.
Casey, thank you so much. How was that for you?
Yeah, that was great. That was brilliant. Yeah.
Come in, John. John, you're falling off set. What are you doing? You know? Casey, listen, it's a pleasure to have you calling in from Norwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important part of the UK.
Do you know what? I've got to say, Casey, I had many happy times at Anglia Television in Norwich.
Football team, Norwich football team.
And of
sort of
course-
like, leads something to be desired.
And who's the very well-known female chef or cook? Delia. Is it Delia? Yes. Casey, thank you so much. You take care. All the best.
Can I give you Suzanne's undying love to you, please?
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Casey just called in from Norwich, folks. Listen, folks,
of all the people to get your fingers, thumbs stuck in a door.
I'll tell you a story. What happened to me, John? Shortly, I'll tell you. You wouldn't believe it. Hello, mediums now. Hello, Nicola. Second time, you little cheeky minx. How are you? You all right? Oh, is it really? Okie dokie. Do you know what? Oh, this is fantastic. Do you know what? Let's not beat around the bush. Let's put you live right now. We've got Nicola calling back in from Manchester, and she's talking about paranormal activity. What's going on?
Well, I don't know where to start. I've had my name whispered in my ear. I've had where you can't move in your sleep, and I forgot what it's called now. I've had a few scratches. My partner's had scratches. We've had things moving. We've had lights going on and going out and that lot. And we just kind of want to know who it is or what it is.
Before I hand you over to John, because this is an area that I'm fascinated in. I love the paranormal. I've done a lot of paranormal work over the years, Nicola. But for you personally, how long has it been happening? How long has it been occurring at your home?
Probably for about 5 years, I think. You hear knocking as well, like banging as well, and sometimes the dog will growl for no reason.
And do you?
At first, I was like jumpy, obviously, but then you can't. I know it sounds silly. You kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
So you can just sort of shrug it off.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, it does. No, absolutely. I mean, I've visited families. I've visited all sorts, and it's a bit of a situation when you're scared to start living in your own home. I mean, I've met a family that they've moved out. They actually lived in a tent for at least 3 months, and But anyway, that's another story. That's another show, folks. Anyway, listen, look, I'm going to put you through to John, standing here intrigued. I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Mr. John Healey. Thanks, Nicola. I'll chat to you in a bit after the reading. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Nicola, hi there.
Hello.
Hi there. Lovely to reconnect with you again. So, to begin with, there obviously would have been, there would have been some sort of like feeling of, it would have been unnerving to begin with, wouldn't it? There's no way it couldn't have been.
No, of course.
Yeah. Okay. What I've been, in here, using my intuition first and foremost. What I've been looking at is to see whether in any way I am disturbed by your experiences. The thing is, it's so denied and yet so common that you know that people they can be in their homes and they can be influenced by the energy of the living as well as the energy or just what you've got here, which is I think residual energy in the house. But the number of people who are influenced by the psychic energy of living people and not always in a way that's constructive is so this is so common, but everyone's kind of like a bit afraid to talk about it. In a sense, you and your partner and the dog, mustn't forget the dog, in a sense have learned to live with this, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've learned.
It's quite the norm now.
It's the norm. You've learned to live with this. Nevertheless, the mere fact that this is happening does indicate, that the energy within within the house, within when you does have to be harmonised, more and more. And can I just say, if I had enough time, I would, I would go into, how you could, do that and things that you could do, because I do know them and some interesting ways. But can I say, as I tap into this, to me it does feel you've managed this situation. You've done that extremely well. When I get situations, and I can think of about half a dozen of these, when I know that people I'm speaking to are being undermined by the psychic energy of living people, people that they know, then I tend to sort of, there's quite a lot that I feel that I have to do. But here there are things in the interior of the house that can be done to harmonise the energy and reduce this as an occurrence. And if I got the opportunity to speak to you in depth, I would go into those for you. So don't think that please, Nick will back me up on this. Please don't think that there aren't things that you can't do that are useful. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And Nicola, hi there, sweetheart. I know you. We jotted down your number last time you phoned in the show, and we will call you. And if it is something that I think you was talking about your mum, getting her permission for us to come up and see. But listen, we will speak. We will speak. I promise you. I'll personally give you a call myself. And Nicola, I'll add in, because we're just talking about because there are things that you can do to sort of harmonise, the energy, in the house. It's and we're not talking, Nicola, we're not talking bell, book, and candle. No, okay? No. No. Nicola, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to talk to you again. And listen.
It's lovely to talk to you again.
You stay cool, Nicola, and I will give you a call. Won't be this weekend. It'll probably be the beginning of next week, if that's okay. And then we'll, like I said to you before, if we can get a Mediums Now crew up to yours to do an investigation, yes, we'll be there.
Okay,
brilliant. Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
thank you so much.
That would be so good.
Okay, Nicola, thank you.
Nicola,
bye bye.
Thanks.
Take care.
Thank you.
Oh
Take care,
my God. Bye bye. Oh, lovely to speak to Nicola again. Lovely.
Yes, thank you.
Bye bye.
But can I just go back to, because Nicola's actually raised a really important point here. I don't like the expression psychic attack. I really don't like that expression.
Where did that come from? Where did that term? Hold it, John.
Hold it.
Hold it. Hello, Mediums Now. Who's that? Hello, Ruth. How are you? You right? Of course, and I am going to put you directly through to the man himself. You ready to go live? Oh, don't be nervous, sweetheart. Don't be nervous. Listen, I'm going to put you live now. Oh, bless. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got Ruth on the line. She's feeling a little bit nervous, so let's all give her big encouragement and welcome into Ruth. Thank you, Ruth. You're live through to John.
Ruth, hi.
Hi.
Hi there. Lovely to connect with you. Come on. Okay, male energy with you. As John Edwards would say, are we going towards my left or are we going towards my right? I'm being pulled towards the right. So, music is obviously important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely all my life.
Yeah, but if I go on to Dad's side of the family, we would have one individual there, please, who it wasn't just, well, we love music. It wasn't just that there was one individual on Dad's side of the family, please, because what I'm hearing is that whole sense of percussion, is that whole sense of rhythm, is that whole sense of being able to mark time when it comes to music. But I'm not over on your mum's side of the family, Ruth. I'm on Dad's side of the family. So going back...
He died. My dad died.
Yeah, but could he drum?
Maybe so.
Was he music? Did he have more than just, oh, I like music? Did he have a? Because I'm linking to a man, please, on your dad's side of the family, and it's more than just, I love music. There's ability. If you go on to dad's side of the family, there's a.
A lot of people.
Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people in my family play instruments.
Oh well, there you go. That's why, and yet, Ruth, it's interesting because when I'm, linking to your family, and I'm as I'm doing this, I'm looking for any sense of written music and notation of music, crotchet, semi-quavers, semi-quavers, and I can't see it. So these are self-taught. Individuals, aren't they? Or it's been handed down to them. Would you understand that?
Yeah, even my family here as well.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's kind of like we'll show you how to do it. We'll show you how to do it, rather than in any formal sense. It's schooled. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, because this is the the sense that's there with you. Now you might say, okay, So where's the message? What I'm being told by the male that's coming through on Dad's side of the family is that there is a change currently going on in your voice. Can you confirm or deny that?
Yeah, sometimes I feel sore throat or something. I feel like phlegm on my throat or something. Right,
okay. I'm not going to go into anything to do with health, but I've got to listen to what this man's saying to me, because he's well aware of the shortness of time that we have here. But he wants you to be aware that your voice has to very, very quickly, according to what Ruth, just bear with me, and I'll try and get this a little bit more clearly for him, because I have to, they have to, in the spirit world, they have to slow down, and I've got to kind of like speed up by going still to hear what they're saying, because what I can hear, Ruth, is I wanted to win. That's what I can hear here. But before we get to, I wanted to win after times in which you have lost. Yeah. Thank you. That's what I'm hearing from him. She's lost, but I want her to win. And what is drawing my attention to is a coming and necessary change in your voice gets lighter. In some way, your voice gets lighter. So no, I got it. Sorry, Ruth, scrub that. Sorry, I've got. What are you saying? He's saying no. Sorry, I got it wrong. You see, you have to really, really listen, Ruth. What he's saying is to me, she will be able to do and sing. And hold notes and all the rest in a way that she has not. Ruth, what's currently going on for you at the moment is quite an important adjustment with your main instrument, which is your voice. Your main instrument is your voice, isn't it? Yeah, thank you. And what this man is telling me is that a very, very important adjustment is currently in process as I speak to you. Now. Okay, I've only got 5 minutes. He comes through. He said, "I love music." She has lost, but I want her to win. There is a win, coming. She must win. Whoa! He must win. Her voice needs to change in some way. Ruth, I've only got 5 minutes, so go ahead to Nick. Sorry.
Oh, Ruth, thank you so much for your call. Was that your first time? Oh, she's off. She doesn't want to hang about, does she? Oh, my goodness me. Listen, folks, thank you so much to Ruth. Thank you to everybody that has taken time out and called the free phone number. The line is now closed. Oh. Lady, I know, John. You can stay for another 17 hours if you wish. But you're a busy man, John. You're a busy man. I don't think people would be too happy if you're stuck in here. Well, viewers would. But
but it gets dark in there.
Are you scared of the dark, John? Yeah. Don't say that. If we go up to Manchester.
Oh no! Me scared of that.
No, wow, okay, no. But listen, folks. Look, John. Final word for you. But before your final word, remember. Tonight's show it's just been about the 5-minute free mediumship readings. But if you were a little bit dubious about calling up live and you don't want to go live, then not a problem. Use the second number on your screen. It's 0808 131 0880. That will get you through to our wonderful reception team here at Mediums Now, and they could set you up with an account, or if you've already got an account set up, then you could top up your existing account and be put through to a medium of your choice, or you could let our wonderful reception team recommend an available medium for you. Now, let's not forget, our mediums are logged on the website, www.mediumsnow.com, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So there's an opportunity always to have a mediumistic reading here with our wonderful mediums at Mediums Now. But for now, I'm going to leave you with the final word from the man that is Mr. John Healey.
Well, I hope it's not the final word, because I do hope I get the opportunity to do this again. I don't know when at this point, but I do hope that I will be standing here again, at some point. I just want to thank everyone for their open-mindedness, a willingness to trust, and their intelligence in coming through. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye for now.